It's kind of windy, so this is noisy, I guess, but you can deal with that. I got put out with somebody recently because he made remarks which led me to believe that he thought I was reading for effect. And I was embarrassed by that, because I think that's rather pretentious. And I read a lot of great books. I read Gibbon, which was a fun read, but it's 2,000 pages of declining and falling, and you kind of know where it's going if you've read any history before that. But there's some books I read because I think, well, everybody should have read this. So I read The Magic Mountain. I read Stendhal. I read Moby Dick like 6 times. I love that book, although probably not so much anymore. I read a lot of right-wing revisionist history by Paul Johnson, which he writes well. I don't know if I agree with everything he says. And my favorite book ever is a book by a guy named John Graves called Goodbye to a River, about a canoe trip that he took down the Brazos in Texas in the 50s, I think, like 58, maybe earlier, when they were planning to put a bunch of lakes on the river and dam it up. And end result of that book was that it saved the river in large measure. I read Marquez. I read Herodotus. I like a lot of narrative history. I've read just about all of Will Durant's books that said he did with his wife. I'm hard on books. I prefer paperbacks because I can read them while I walk. I think I got great peripheral vision or something. And I mark on them and dog-ear them, and I use them. I'm not a collector. I don't really give them away or throw them out, or sell them. But if I have a collectible book, I'll sell it in a heartbeat because I got no use for it. So anyway, but I don't try to impress people by reading. I try to impress myself. It might be some insecurity on my part, but it pissed me off when he said that. So I stopped answering his calls, because I can be a pouty bitch like that. Anyway, it is awful windy.